The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he had anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He had sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set at liberty them that are bruised, to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. Apostle Valentino Williams and the enthusiastic partners of Life Changes Ministries International would like to welcome you to the program Hope for Today. The purpose for this program is to provide hope for the hopeless, strength for the weak, healing to the sick, and empowerment to the powerless. Tune in and be blessed.
Well, good evening, Bahamas. Once again, it's such an honor and a privilege to come into your homes or your hotel rooms or wherever you're at. It's indeed a blessing for me to be able to share the Word of God with you. We're going to be continuing our series, The 10 Commandments for Making Quality Decisions. And for those of you who watched on last week, we started Commandment number 7, which is to not allow external forces to overpower our internal convictions. I want you to join me at this moment. Join me for part 2 of Commandment number 7. Tune in and be blessed.
Is there anybody in here who knows that they serve an all-powerful and all-seeing? I'm a priestess tonight. I'm a priestess singer. Is there anybody in here who knows that they serve an all-seeing, an all-knowing, an all-powerful God? Is there anybody in here who knows that the God they serve is able to do exceedingly abundantly above and beyond all? Somebody shout out! That you can imagine all things. All David said, with one desire I have, and that is to fight this Goliath, because this Goliath is coming against my God, the one who kept me late in the midnight hour, the one who picked me when nobody else was there. So the Bible said, as you go then further into the text, the words came to King Saul, who was in charge of the army, and Saul said, David, there's no way you can go and fight against Goliath, for you are but a child, and he is a man who's been fighting from since you were born. David said, how can you talk about me and you don't know me? There's some people who are not qualified to talk about you. How can you tell me what I'm good for what I'm not good for? You don't know me. You don't know me. When you don't know a man, you call him. I wish I could push you. So Saul said, David, where you think you're getting off on? But you're going and fighting Goliath. Little that Saul knew, David was not concerned about fighting for him, but he was concerned about fighting for God. So Saul missed it. But David said, let not your heart be troubled. I will go and fight against this giant. So after David said, you don't know that I know this God that I serve, he began to explain why he's so resolved about going and fighting Goliath. you've been dealing with was simply preparation for this time. And the truth of the matter is, you had to go through what you went through because something bigger was coming your way. Some folks would believe that because a Goliath is coming up against you, that means that you've done something wrong in the eyes of God. All that means is you pass. For some of you, this thing you're fighting with is ready not to kill you, but it's going to confirm that you've been through the fire and you've been through the flood and your back has been against the wall and now you are. I wish somebody would hit themselves and say, I'm ready now. I'm ready. Oh, shut up. I'm ready now. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. God, I feel my help. Oh, somebody gonna hold me today. I feel my help. Now. Oh, you thought all those tears didn't have a purpose. Oh, you thought those sleepless nights didn't have a purpose. Oh, you thought all the pain didn't have a purpose. But I got good news for someone today who's listening unto my voice. And God says this is your season. Come on. You came out of the last battle because of what God has for you now. All I'm hearing is when my spirit is now you ready. David said, moreover, the same God that delivered the lion and the bear into my hands is the same God who's going to bring your head right into my hand. Because God is the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I just need you for 30 seconds to think back on the last battle that God brought you out of. Think back on the last battle that you came through and bring yourself to a place where you can look the devil in the face and say, the same God that delivered me from the hand of the enemy is the same God who is
David said, my internal conviction is so strong because I know the character of the God that I serve. And I know if he was with me when I had no job, I know if he's with me when I had 3 children and couldn't find food for them.